Alright, I'm back from Planet Coaster, and today we are going to be filling in the little gaps for here, designing this up, and designing up this walkway towards our tower, which we also have to design up slightly. I may push that down. I know I probably said I was going to leave that up because no one can see it, but it's bothering me. So I'll probably center it. Now I kind of noticed from a distance, I recreated this from an opposite angle in some way with the way that it ascends up, which I was unintentional, but hey, I like it. It kind of fits. And I wanted to make sure I leave that a different color just because I want it to stand out in between all the blue roofs that are around here, so I might leave that the way it is. There's a lot of blue going around here, so that seems like a good little contrast of what we got going on. Now this thing, I was wondering if I could just maybe drag this over, bring it down to like ground level. Obviously we'll lower the terrain if we have to. But if I could build that around, unless it's going to be too low, so we'll see. Especially against here, I don't want it to ruin that design. Because I was going to make it come all the way around and end here, but also have those little gaps that I have down here. Put a couple trees right here, maybe one back here. So I'm hoping that's going to work. Also, it reminds me, I still got to figure out how to fix this problem. Because they don't make vertical blocks short. They only make them horizontal. So I can't just grab like a little chunk of a wall here and just place it in between that. I got to figure out something I can stack next to each other. Some way that doesn't interfere with what's going on there. So that might be a time-lapse thing. That might even be an eye experiment off camera sort of thing. See, that's the problem. It's going to be low to that. And I'd have to change that. And to change the height slightly on that is not going to work. So maybe we might have to scrap that idea. I mean, I could definitely make it over here. Because it won't have to cut across the walkway. So I can definitely do it that way. Because I was just going to originally put some fences along and do it that way, which I may do it that way now that I look at it, because it just seems a little unnecessary to do all that extra effort to flatten this out and make it look like whatever. And if we have, you know, some green up here, which would be nice as a change of pace, because you want to enter into this nice little area, which I still have to alter a few things, but I'm saving that for later. Just because I would spend forever on little bits and pieces of an area, and I don't want to do that. I kind of want to get most of it done to where it looks nice, and then just swing back through whenever I have pretty much everything done, and then just fix it that way. Where are those fences that I always use? I know I could grab them right across over there, which is what I'm going to do, because that was stupid of me not to do that. Okay, so let's take the angle snap off. And let's get to doing this, which is probably everybody's favorite time. I also have to make sure they sink in the ground just ever so slightly. So if I leave that there, how close did I have it? Enough to where I don't have to worry about it. It's okay if it sinks down to the ground slightly. I'm not bothered by that. Actually, it makes it look better that way. These are not going to be lined up, are they? Nope. Should have did it this way. It's been a while since I played. I know I say that every time because I do take a large amount of breaks in this game, because it does take a while to make the episode, and sometimes I just don't have an idea of what to do, so I don't force it. Let me turn this up just ever so slightly. So instead of me forcing it, I just wait until an idea pops in my head, and then I just roll with it and see what happens. Because I want to try to make it look like they connect up to this, even though they don't. Plus, I also got to mind this gap here. Where that's going to lead to, I have no idea. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Okay. Okay, we may be going back to my other idea of putting the floor down here, because now I remember why I wanted to do that specifically. So we're gonna have a walkway go down. There was gonna be like a staircase connected to this that goes down and has a door there. So it's like you don't know where it leads to. You know, it's like something secret, but you can't get to it, obviously, because you're on the path, and they can't walk anywhere but the path. That's what I was gonna do. Well, shit. Guess it's time to start experimenting with these again. Bring you over. Because I gotta make it low enough to where it doesn't interfere with this. I'd say that would be a good height for that, because I don't think I can get any lower. I can get it to here. We'll do one here and one here, and I'll flatten it out and we'll see what it looks like. Let's just slowly push this down. Yeah, I definitely like this one better. So, you know, let me flatten the foundation. This under here. Maybe make that a tiny bit bigger. Not that big. That works. It's just because I don't want to fuck up the terrain on the other side. Nor do I want to fuck up the terrain at the end here. Alright, it's okay if it sinks down a bit. I might be able to even leave the fences there. That might be able to stay, so I'm not too bothered by that. Alright, let's sink you down one. Just copy over. Yeah, 3 wide is okay for now. If I can squeeze a 4th one in there, that's fine. If not, it is no big deal. Now let's hope those line up whenever I put the edges on them. I don't think they will. And I could still have the tiny little walkway going across, so that could still work. Which, yeah, that looks fine to me. Because I'm imagining what it's like done, so that's why I'm so staring at it. Because I'm trying to make sure I get this right. Because I need to have a gap possibly here where I put a tree, and then maybe a gap here where I put a tree, and then the way to walk down is like right here. Alright, let's put a staircase there, and let me push down the terrain. I hope that that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. Just for now. It needs to go lower. That's the problem. That's right, it's not narrow enough. I guess if I could push this away. Like, that's no big deal. Oh wow, I never realized I could push the steps inside each other like that. And they line up. Wow, that would have actually helped a little earlier. I keep forgetting that they build the shapes like that. But you just don't think at the time that that's like gonna work. Come on. Alright. Yeah, that's fine there. Actually, no, we want to put one there anyways. Sure. I don't know where that's at, which would have put that there for a second. Gonna push that back more. Alright. We'll bring that up to the edge of the steps. Nope, that's what I want to select. Thank you. We're gonna have this problem again where you don't line up to the one fucking thing. Okay, now will you do it? There. Perfect. Alright. Now we'll duplicate you, bring you down so you're ground level with that, hopefully. Can't tell. There we go. I know, it looks weird. But, you know, I'm experimenting with something here, so leave me alone. Let's get this out. Anytime this wants to rise up, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it? It should work out fine, though. So I want a gap there. Let's see if this works out, though. This is my main concern. I think it's going to be okay. It might look slightly sloppy on some corners. That is not pushed in like it should be. Yeah, see, when it does that, I'm okay with it. It does not really bother me, so... do that. Push that in. And just drag that over to there. If the game looks slightly different, it's because the time of day is different. Usually have it at 1 p.m. I believe it's at 4? 3. That's why the lighting looks a little different. Oh yeah, and we want to take these. Come around here. Something tells me now that I've lowered that, and I'm going to try to raise it up, it's not going to work whatsoever. Holy shit, it is working. A little too much, though, for my liking. So, yeah, Control Z that, turn the intensity down. Bring that up to, like, right there. We just have to push this away. Hey, that's floating. Son of a bitch. Alright, we can fix that. And give you the illusion that is fine. Here we go. No big deal. Then we can push this away slightly. Ever so slightly. Intensity like down to 0. Push that away. There we go. I push this away. I'm pretty sure on the inside of this is when I should use the scenery lock, but it doesn't seem to... I don't know, it never seems to work right for me. See, like, that's it. That's the farthest it will go, unless I can make it pop out a bit. Yeah, see, it just molds to the terrain, but it doesn't mold to it like I think it would. So I gotta take that off, and we just gotta hope that I can lift this side up without any problems. That's as high as it's going. We can just put a rock there and we'll be okay. I hope. Let's take the fairy tale thing off for this because I need to type in rock, or I can just use... yeah, not that. Yeah, something small like that I can just throw in. It's not poking through the other side, is it? Nah. Good on that. I mean, you never really see that, but that's just for design effect, I guess. Oh, that's right. I need a door here. Just go steal a door off of somewhere. Because I like these doors for this. Hey, you want to align to, I know you're aligning the surface right now. Thank you. No. No. Okay, we'll just Control X you then. It's going to be difficult. How many people do you think would trip over that on their way down? That seems about centered. And I need a torch, because I'm sure I can find one somewhere around here. Whoa, whoa, don't be freaking out. Put one here, and we can put, actually let me just Control X that over so it's the same height. go. You know, just something different. Because why not? Yeah, I could even leave the fence there too. That's not... I'm not against that, because maybe I could add a couple flowers going across here as well. Yeah, because once I add the trees, which I want to add similar, maybe even the same exact 2 trees that I used. Just in different spots. You want to align to the surface. Actually, let's not have you align to the surface. Okay, that was a bad idea. Okay, you want to not freak out camera as well? Be nice. So let me put the smaller tree here. Put the bigger tree over here. It's always my reference point is far back here. Yeah, see, it doesn't get in the way of anything. Doesn't block anything. I'm okay with that. I even want to put one like over here as well, but we'll see about that. But let's finish these fences up. Can leave a gap. Could I just leave that whole gap there? Yeah, possibly. And just add a single. Oh, I know I have a single one here somewhere. There we go. Connect it up. Sink it in slightly. Let's look at it from a different angle so it's not so stupid. Yeah, perfect. So one thing I was worried about whenever I was doing this is that was gonna be a problem. But doing that seems to have fixed most of our issues. Just sinking it down to the ground till it connects up. Which I have no problem with that looking lower. Really. Alright, let me just bring out this side ever so slightly. Let's turn the intensity down, turn the size up ever so. Bring that up. So it looks like it connects up, and then we want to paint this. Paint most of this as rock, actually. Don't want to leave too much green around here for that reason. Because I wanted to make it look like the only green is what they kept in here. Again, you won't really see it that much, but it's always nice to just add the detail in, I guess. Also here, speaking of detail, can I get this to work to where it doesn't look terrible? We'll see. Once I can get the not to be highlighted so I can see what's going on. It's just slightly cutting through there, but I don't really mind. Yeah, now it just needs maybe a guard standing, pacing back and forth here. Maybe. I need to put some guards up here, though. That's the thing. Maybe that'll add more to it instead. You're the one that moves, right? What am I selecting? Hello? Can I select you? Can I select anything? What's happening? Did I reach my limit? Yes. Duplicate. Oh, you weren't part of the building. What? How are you not part of the building when I set you on top? That's weird. how that's possible. Don't you hate whenever you do that and then you realize you fucked up? Because you don't want that. You don't want the line to be seen where they're walking in. Ain't that the most annoying thing? But yeah, this is just a detail episode, I guess. Because I need to add some doors onto here as well. How's that foot? That foot's looking fine. Okay, it's not sinking into the ground at all, but we can still see everything. Go. Alright, what are we doing next? We need to add doors on each side, so that looks like there's actually a place to get in through here, because if there wasn't, that would look so awkward. I know you might be thinking, weren't you saying stuff about details earlier where you would come back at the very end and swing through and do this? Yes, but I was specifically talking about the little village. I wasn't talking about the castle that I'm working on. That needs to be pretty much done by the time I move on to something else. Especially around these areas, because little details like this I will never forget. Or I will never remember. Because I'll never come back through these little sections. But unlike with the village, I'll be going through on ground level just like as if I was walking through there multiple times. So, easier to remember stuff like that. For me, at least. So even if those are offset by the slightest amount, hey, that's ugly. But hey, no one will ever see it. Little gaps I have there. Bring you up just slightly and push you in to like right there. I believe all the way across I have to add a door. Nope, I did that. Okay, cool. Oh, I put a light above them too. Fuck. Now I gotta go do that. Alright, well. We can have a light go here for that. There we go right here. And we'll have it right here. These will just go right above the door. Nothing special. Alright, let me play this real quick. Actually, let me leave it on so I can see them walking across. Up here, see how that looks. Yeah, see, I like that. It makes it feel more alive whenever you have the animatronics in the background. You didn't walk into the door, did you? I don't think you did. Because there's no... I would have saw that. So I placed it down. Although, you can never be too sure with me. I seem to mess up a lot. Little memory lapses here and there. He just stops right before that. See, just bugs me. Just bugs me ever so slightly that your sword clips through that door. Slightest amount. Now, normally you shouldn't care about stuff like that, but let's see now. Yeah, now it doesn't, so we're cool with that. Wow, look at that. Monthly profit. In my 9th year, and I've made that per month. That's not too good. But hey, we also don't have this connected up to any part of the park yet. So, these people have just been stuck here, dying slowly. Which is exactly what I wanted anyways. Alright, let's look at this at nighttime. And let's see how that compares to, oh, that looks nice. With the different lighting effects going on there. That's bright, and then those are cool looking. Or warm. Guess you call them. Yeah, I like that. I would say maybe... Wow, my frame rate just dies whenever I swing it around right here. Because of everything going on. Because it's nighttime. I say maybe just put a night here. I think I'm starting to hit that threshold where the park's becoming a little much. But we're not done. We're not stopping either. Because I am determined to finish this thing, even if I have to run it at 15 frames a second until I get it done. Let's sink it down slightly so that doesn't show, because people will be walking by. Yes, you get to stare at the tower the whole day. Enjoy that. Why don't I turn you towards the people? Wouldn't that be better? Would you enjoy that more? I think you would. There you go. Okay, a few other things regarding this castle. In the time lapse, I will be coming through here and trying to make this look livable. Like I've said, similar to how I've done in the very beginning over here, whenever I can get over there. Nothing I'd say seriously as detailed as this, but there's going to be some detail in it to where, you know, I can at least see what's going on. Why are you not working? That's weird. Hey, that's not very safe, is it? Oh well. Whoops. Works fine in here, but not over there. I have to swap those out for a lantern or something. Maybe just keep them off. Yeah, I'll probably just keep them off. Nah. Keep them off, but then have a lantern on the ground. Whatever, fuck it. I'll do it in the time lapse. There's no point in worrying about it now. The more I sit here and think about it, I'm considering maybe holding off on doing this little part, just because, one, I have to do a lot of other stuff over there as well, so that's going to take some time. And I could probably make it... I could make something on here. Something very small that you can look at. If I can't do it, we'll go back to the original idea of the fences. But there's a lot of area here I could work with. It's just how do I want to expand it, that's the thing. I don't think I want to put any pirate stuff on top. I think that would ruin it. Because I like how it's like concealed in. Like maybe just a bunch of destroyed things up top, like they blew all this up. Maybe there used to be little bits of houses along the way up here. Because they took this over. Because this used to be a big village. Like, I'm making up a story, okay? This used to be all the way over here was a village, and then they came in and destroyed it, so they built this wall here, and then they have this left. So maybe they did come in and fuck some shit up. But they won't have any pirate shacks up there, though. They leave that alone. Yeah. I could see, I could work with that. So, oh, one other thing I wanted to say. These pathways, they were purely just to get a basic idea of what's going. This will probably change right here. Because I also plan to have a little section cut off and loop in and connect back up. And that's where the little extra village is going to be. Maybe like 1 or 2 houses. Similar to that, possibly. Because I am going to take some of the barns and put them in there. So we'll see. It might be like a farmhouse or something. Because I don't want to put too much in the way. But we are going to have a couple more trees cutting through. As well as filling in some gaps here. But I want it, for the most part, I want this line of sight. When you're walking along this. To be clear. So nothing's going to be popping up. Probably right through here. If anything, it'll just be the low bushes and maybe some very small trees if I have any that I've placed over here. Yeah, I don't think these hedges deserve to go over there. It doesn't fit. Also, one other thing I want to come back and do at some point. I want to redo this. I don't like how this looks compared to everything else sitting through here. It just looks very out of place. If there's a way I could elevate it or lower it or do something with it, because it just looks so weird from above. Well, people really want to go on this thing. Why? Why all of a sudden do they want to go on this? Did they get bored, or did all the other rides break? Is that why? Is there nothing else to go on? I remember this broke, and nobody likes my fucking coaster. So, because the more I look at this, I was able to do, I wouldn't say a good job, because this is in the very beginning, but a decent job at portraying shit that got exploded. So I could possibly work with that up on the top of here. So I could see that working. So we're going to try something with that next episode. But for now, we're going to move on to the time lapse, where I'm going to be spending most of my time inside here trying to figure out how to get that to work, how to get this gap filled so it looks decent from the staircase point of view. Light it up, fill in all the gaps that I have here, and possibly design this corner up with some bushes and stuff, if I think it fits. If it doesn't, then we'll leave it go. But so yeah, see you next time.